round of the playoffs. And up in the booth, we have yours truly, Jake. And today I have somebody who I don't think I've ever worked with, but I'm excited to get a chance to work with him, Mr. KU Ballfan. What's going on, KU?
I'm good. Excited to call this one. I just called a game last night actually with Kansas State in the Big 12 championship that they dropped, and now they have to play in the first round here, and the winner actually gets to play the man who won the Big 12 in DBJ, South Florida. So it should be a good one.
That definitely should be a good one. As you see, it is the Texas Longhorns taking on a lot of pressure going into what
We'll see the number 11 seed in this playoff. The Texas Longhorns taking on the number 6 seed in the playoff, the Kansas State Wildcats. Relay Sports College Football. I'm Chris Rob, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. We have been waiting for this, the college football playoff with an on-campus.
Yeah, I think establishing the run early would be big for them. We saw South Florida just was able to sort of run it down their throat for a lot of the game last night, and that's what I would look for to start the game.
Hand off to Durham, and Durham's going to no game on play, and
will that ultimately be a drive killer?
So that's going to be a 10-yard play for the Longhorns here.
Yeah, you don't want to see that, getting yourself in a hole early. Electric's pretty good usering in the secondary, so when they get in these passing situations, it's always a little bit tough.
Durham with only a gain of 3 right there.
About integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that.
Second down after that run on the previous play.
You got to deal with here. So it's going to be a very interesting game for both sides. You see Arch Manning
looking to pass. It's Manning.
Oh, he's running out of time.
This is exactly how you can slow down the momentum and a rhythm of an offense.
Yeah, it looked like he was trying to get something way down the field there and just ran out of time. Nobody could get clear of their coverage.
Yeah, definitely didn't have anybody open, and we'll see how that goes.
Inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down?
Looks to try to be able to make some sort of adjustment to.
Stadium pulse is big. Oh no.
Unfortunately for Texas, you can't shoot
inside his own end zone for a safety.
The game told us safety.
Wait a minute.
What?
Longhorns will have to kick this away.
I'm so confused. The game told us there was a safety in the what?
They didn't even review it either.
They didn't? No, what?
Wow.
That's a very interesting situation.
That's a huge break. Wow.
Yeah, so regardless, I mean...
So Electric is finally not getting a break in a college football game.
No.
You gotta wonder.
Oh, and here comes Edwards.
This is what you love to see, right? Quarterback does a nice job of looking and finding his open receiver, and he waits to the last possible second. Because he gets hit as he gets that ball out of his hands. So good job of showing some.
Yeah, he's just so dynamic in the open field that you can hand the ball off. He's a great route runner. He's just a tough guy to stop.
Edwards looks to run up in the middle for a spin move, and that's going to be a gain of 12 for Dylan Edwards.
He's just so tough to bring down, and he's not that big either. You kind of lose track of him behind all those guys.
Yeah, this is going to be interesting, but we'll see how it goes. First 10, ball at the 29-yard line. Barnett, man, that is Coleman, and Coleman is going to run over to the left side, and that's going to be a first and goal.
Those comeback curl routes are always tough to defend against man coverage. You don't see Electric run too many of those, so that was a good call there, though.
That is a tough
Yeah, that was definitely a very good call for sure. But first and goal, ball at the 8-yard line. Barnett looks to run up in the middle. He's going to give himself a lot of room. That's going to be a touchdown, Wildcats.
Yeah, that's always a threat when you play electric, and a guy that can scramble like Blake Barnett is, you just kind of wait for the middle of the field to clear, and then, you know, he could just take off with it like that.
Let's go ahead and get to our sideline reporter in Tiger NASCAR. Tiger, we've seen this game already kind of going crazy. We thought Texas was going to end up, losing 2 points right there, but it didn't. And then Kansas State goes up with 7. So what does Texas need to do here on this next drive?
You just kind of have to take your time here. You can't rush, because in Kansas State you have to play mistake 3, and I think if you try getting too much too quickly, you're gonna open the door for mistakes. So that's my take on it.
Alrighty, thank you for that. We'll talk to you here in a bit as we see Niblet with the catch. That's only for a gain of 6 right now. It's all on the 31-yard line. If I'm Riley here, I wouldn't make any more of those mistakes that they made back in the first drive. Let's see what they can do as we see the second and 4.
Yeah, I think you just got to be patient here, really, and, you know, still early in the game, no need to panic. Got to move the chains a couple times here, get things going.
Yeah, I think that was definitely the biggest pressure for Texas here, was that it was feeling very pressured at first. But let's see how this goes. 3rd and 1. Durham's going to run up in the middle. That's going to be a first down.
Great job here by this offense being able to convert.
Yeah, that was a good play there. I think, you know, it's something that, you know, can take a lot of the pressure off all these sort of orbit motions and stuff like that, just to keep the defensive line and linebackers guessing.
Yeah, that's definitely my biggest guessing for sure, as we see a 2nd and 7 for the Longhorns. I mean, they're moving the chains, but the problem is, though, is that they're not executing the plays like they should. But Manning gets a man in motion. Manning's going to find that's going to be an interception. Pass intercepted by Rex Van Vliet.
Wow, he completely just snuffed out that screenplay, and that's sort of a no man's land, is, you know, when they completely snuff that out. I mean, there's almost nothing you can do, because you throw it away, it's going to be a grounding call. So it's just a tough spot to be in.
And Barnett finds Coleman for that same route we saw back in the last drive. I definitely do agree, is that I feel like with Texas, they've been pressured so much, and Kansas State knew that screen was going to happen. So great job with the defense, but now they are up in the 11-yard line. I mean, something with this Wildcat offense has gotten everybody talking about this, has been having the league been keeping an eye on this Wildcat offense. We'll see Barnett finds a man. That is Coleman. Touchdown.
Yeah, and it's one of those things, you're like, damned if you do, damned if you don't. It's, you know, Electric's going to just pick you apart if you drop back into the zones, and, you know, Riley's trying to pressure him and, you know, play some more man cover. He's just backpedaling and waiting for one of his receivers to cross open, and he's getting it off. So, you know, Electric seemed to sort of be ready for some of the pressure.
Yeah, I definitely do agree. But let's go ahead and get to Tiger real quick. Tiger, I mean, 2 back-to-back drives. One was definitely a very quick drive. The other was an interception. What is something that they definitely need to do here? Tiger?
Off the play fake on first
down.
Alrighty.
That was Tiger NASCAR.
Alrighty, and we see a incompletion right there. Hello. Joe, we'll get back to you after this next play. We'll get back to you after this next play. 2nd and 10, the ball at the 25-yard line. Let's see what the Longhorns can do here. Manning is going to get sacked. All right, now we're going to bring in Tiger. Tiger They're at a 3rd and 17. What is something that the Longhorns need to do here?
I think they need to run a touchdown play. I think that's what you need to do in the big
Definitely.
moment.
The award-winning analysis that we get from Tiger Nestor.
3rd and 17. Ball at the 18. Manning gonna run up in the middle. Gonna make a man miss. Good play.
Oh yeah.
First down mark, and they're going for it.
I mean, at this point, you haven't stopped him yet.
And
run out here.
Yeah, time's gonna run out, so that'll be the end of the first quarter with the score: Kansas State 14, Texas 0.
Yeah, I mean, it's a tough one here. I kind of think you got to be confident enough that you can pick up a 4 yards here, but I think you don't get this. It's big trouble time.
And for the degree, 4th and 4, ball at the 41. Let's see what we can do here. 4th and 4. Manning looks to find a man. He's got a man. That is Wingo. Gonna be able to get the first down and gonna be at the 34-yard line. And now we see the hurry-up offense.
It's a great play by the receiver to take off up the field. You know, if he just kept running that drag, he was completely covered there.
As we see Durham.
Oh, dinky on him.
That is very, very crazy.
Goodbye.
Yeah. Yeah, he gone, but gain of 5 right there on the play. 2nd and 5, ball at the 29. Man hands off to Durham, and that's going to be a gain of 2.
Yeah, early on, Kansas State has done a lot better job defending the run than they did in the last game.
3rd and 3, and he's got a man, but I thought he was going to play for the other team. I thought it was going to be intercepted, but now they're going for it again.
Yeah. Already did it once, might as well do it again.
Let's see if Lightning can strike twice. 4th and 3, Manning finds a man, and that's a touchdown, Longhorn.
That was just a great read there. Kansas State looks like they were selling out against all the short routes in the run and just sort of caught them off guard there, going all the way down the field. That was a big play, though.
Yeah, that was definitely a big play. Much needed play right there. Let's go ahead and get back to Tiger here. Tiger, they finally scored, but what's something I think they need to do on defense?
Just kind of want to stop Kansas State from scoring, I think. I love this play call.
You like this defense?
Yeah.
Ooh, that was a big shot.
Yeah, Dylan Edwards with a gain of 5 right there. Let's see what they can do here. 2nd and 5, ball at the 30-yard line. Ball handed off to Edwards. Edwards going to run over to the right side, and Edwards is going to be stopped at the 42.
Yeah, I think to win this game, Texas is going to have to get a turnover at some point. Kansas State's done a nice job in some of their recent games of not turning the ball over. But, I thought for a second that defender was right in front of him.
Wow. I thought that was going to be...
I can't believe he threw that, because when he threw that, the defender was right in front of him. But first down nonetheless.
And nothing's going to stop him, but we'll see how things go. As we see a 1st and 10. Ball at the 45, Barnett is getting
running out of time.
Ooh. And there would have been somebody from Texas right there. That definitely would have been a much needed interception.
Yeah, they finally got home though. You know, they've been trying to bring the pressure and get to him, and they haven't at this point, but finally did there.
Well, let's see how this goes. As we see Elbow run over to the right side, run up to the middle. It will be 1st and 10.
I think that's the toughest guy to defend in man coverage. You know, Edwards is just so elusive that he's just tough to keep up with.
Anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
Alrighty, Barnett running backwards, and that's going to be caught. Oh my gosh. Oakley right there.
I don't know how he got so open, and I don't know how he didn't stay in bounds either.
That was definitely good for sure. Jackson loses a yard.
That's a great play all around by this defense.
Yeah, very good stop there, to say the least. So, second and goal, ball at the 7, and there you see the top rushing yards. CJ Jr. making all the runs for Miami, but see how that goes. Edwards runs up to the left side, the man miss, touchdown Wildcats.
It's just so hard to defend him once he gets that edge. You know, you just got to keep him inside the tackles. Really, I think that's your only shot to beat him. If he gets out there on the edge, it's just you're not going to tackle him.
Yeah, no way. But so far, this has been a very great game. If you are a fan of the Wildcats, as you see more G right in the middle, nothing right there. So
yeah,
now,
this is a big possession here. I was about to say this is a big possession. You know, Kansas State's getting the ball to start the second half. If you're Texas, you'd like to be able to use up this last 2 minutes and 14 seconds and get a touchdown on the board, get some more momentum on your side going in the half.
Yeah, I'll say you definitely need a lot, especially with Kansas State. Oh, that's a sack.
Arch Manning was getting after it a little bit with whoever took him down there. Kind of stood over him for a second.
Yeah, I'll say he's trying to run him up in the middle, but yet the defense saw exactly what was going to happen. Manning finds out man deep, and he plays for the other team. Pass intercepted by Kansas State.
Yeah, he thought he could, if he threw that up there, he was going to be able to step in front of the guy, but Kansas State somehow was able to work around him and get to the ball before him.
I definitely agree. Let's see how this goes for Kansas State. Barnett looks to find a man open. He's going to run up to the right side for a gain of 3.
Good job out of Texas defensive line hustling to be able to limit that gain.
Barnett, good sack right there. Great job. Yeah, timeout being called by Texas. They're going to have to.
Yep.
It's a very big third down for Texas because they desperately need to stop.
Yeah, you can give up, even if you give up a few yards and you get them in the field goal range, that's a win. Don't want to give up anything over the top.
Let's see what they
Gotta
do
watch
here.
Edwards here.
Barnett finds a man and it's by Coleman, incomplete.
That's good coverage by the Texas defense, and now we got a long field goal attempt here.
The kick is up, and it is through the uprights. It is good. So, definitely seeing Kansas State pulling away. But what's going to be the game plan? Know full well that we're about to go to halftime, and Kansas State gets the ball. What do you do if you're Texas at this point, KU?
Well, I mean, obviously, they need a minimum field goal here, I would say. You know, Kansas State's played a lot of zone and just try to find people. They'll give up these sort of routes all day. Good job getting out of bounds there, though. But yeah, I feel like if the protection can hold up enough up front, it's going to give some of these receivers enough time to be able to run through some of the zones in the defense and find an opening.
As we see Niblet with the catch, going out of bounds with it again. Very great strategy, seeing the fact that Riley does have 2 timeouts remaining. 1st and 10, the ball from the 39-yard line. Manning looks to find somebody, and it's caught, but yet he is still in bounds. And Texas will use their 2nd timeout.
Yeah, he had the in route over the middle wide open, and looks like 2 guys committed to that sort of out route. So that's a tough one.
So let's go. 2nd and 6, and that is going to be 1st down.
Hurry up here.
Yeah, they're gonna have to do something at this point. Durham.
Oh!
Man. He's bringing a lot of tackles, but yet still short of the 1st down mark. Manning's gonna get sacked. And Texas will use the final timeout of the half.
I thought for a second they might get a fast one over Kansas State there, but they did a good job of covering deep. What to do here? I mean, 3rd and 2, not quite in the field goal range.
Manning's gonna run up in the middle. This time he gets the 1st down, but the problem is they are all out of timeouts.
Oh, I gotta get this up.
This will probably be the last play of the half. The throw was up and it is incomplete. And that's
yeah. I mean, he took his shot, and it wasn't the worst idea there. It looked like he had box out position on him, but I mean, it came across so late that, you know, they don't even get the field goal attempt now. So that's, you know, it's still it's still a 3-score game. So it's a big missed opportunity.
Let's go ahead and bring in our sideline reporter, Tiger NASCAR Tiger. We're seeing a lot of dominance from Kansas State. What is something that they need to do to be able to keep this momentum going for them to win this game?
I think you just gotta stick with your game plan. I think Dylan Edwards is kind of the greatest to ever do it, and if you stick with what you've been doing, you will win this game.
Bold prediction.
On the finds my man, and it's incomplete.
They did a good job of getting hands on the receiver that was coming across on the drag, and I think that might have been where Electric wanted to go with the ball and had to sort of throw it away almost.
Fournette has got a man, but yet it is incomplete. That is.
Oh, he missed the wide open tight end coming all the way across. That's a big stop though for Texas. You know, they'll take any stop they can get against Kansas State. So
I mean, that is a very quick 3 and out as we see. Spin move.
Oh, reversing field.
Oh my gosh, and that's going to be close to midfield.
When he started running backwards, I got a little worried, and then he just took off as soon as he went backwards.
That was very interesting. 1st and 10, ball for 49.
Play action here on 1st down.
Manning
Got it.
looks to find a man. He's got to throw it here, and incomplete.
For a second, he might be able to take a shot on that streak out of the slot there, but decided to throw it away.
Yeah, let's go 2nd and 10, ball for 49-yard line. Gibson gonna lose 2 yards on the play. He lost a 2 right there. Let's see what Manning can do here on a 3rd and 12. Manning looks to find a man deep. He's got an open man, but he plays for the other team.
Oh, this is going to be interesting.
This probably going to go
It
back.
should be on the offense, but...
No, it is Jones, P.I.
I did not think the defender initiated that contact, but, I mean, that's a big break for sure.
And look at there, Gibson's going to run up in the right side for the 1st down. So talking about a much-needed break for Longhorns here with the PI call. And now they're moving up the chain. 1st and 10, ball 27-yard line.
Oh, that's going to get picked.
But he plays for the other team this time.
That was delayed.
And he goes all the way to the 20, to the 15-10, to the 5, to the showboating, and it's touchdown. Darrell Jones, 68 yards, pick 6.
Yeah, that it did look like it was. It looked like he tried to throw that way earlier than when it actually came out, so that was just an unlucky break there.
Yeah, definitely unlucky break for sure.
But he also did get a break on the PI there, so.
Oh, I'm not sure you have to try to chart the headset as we see Gibson run up in the middle. That is going to be 2nd and inches. And yep, 1st down. They definitely converted on the
RPO
down right
there.
Yeah, good RPO.
Kansas State did a good job defending that though.
Manning, Ryan Gibson. I did not expect that pass, but yet that's going to be a Dana. Hey, great job right there.
You know, sort of pushed it forward to him as he was getting tackled.
Yeah. 1st and 10. I mean, they're definitely moving up the chains. This is exactly what Texas has been needing throughout this entire time.
Making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
So what they can do here. 1st and 10, ball to 48-yard line.
Looking to throw it on 1st down.
Manning finds a man, and it is caught. Niblet for the touchdown, Longhorns.
And see, if you're Kansas State, that just can't happen. You know, you're up by 24. I mean, you know, there's 2 minutes left in the 3rd quarter. Like, we gotta just give them the underneath routes. We can't let them over the top of us.
And the 2-point conversion is definitely failed right there.
Kickoff team on the field getting set now.
So let's go ahead and bring back in Tiger. Tiger, we're seeing Texas having some sort of life, but what can they do to be able to stop Dylan Edwards here?
Double cover him, I think. Just put 2 dudes on him and put 2 guys on Malachi Coleman and call it a day, I think.
Yeah, Tiger's got the strategy.
As you see, a loss of 1 right there.
Just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all
Put 2
year
guys
is
on him
vision.
and they
He just has
get him
great
for
instincts.
loss.
That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker
see.
in the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a
Riley's actually done a good job recently of taking away like his first look, like where he wants to go to the ball, and it is leaving some guys open, but the pressure is getting there to where, you know, Electric can't get it out fast enough.
Yeah, this is going to be a very crucial 3rd down.
There
Barton
it is!
finds a man, but he plays for the other team.
Oh, he stepped out.
Malik Muhammad, the senior from Texas. And now Texas may have some life back in this game. Manning getting pressured. He's got to throw it away here.
I mean, it took them a little bit, but they they figured out defensively what they needed to do. It's just you just hope it not too late.
Yeah, I mean, they desperately are going to have to do something here. 3rd and 7. And we're still in the 3rd quarter. Manning brings some motion in. Manning looks to find a man. Manning's throwing deep, and it is intercepted by Jason. And he's going to go all the way to the 30, to the 45, stopping at the 36.
Yeah, I mean, if you're gonna get back into this game, you know, you had to get a couple deep shots like that. You know, it was well covered, but you know, at a certain point, you gotta just take your chances and hope it works out.
Yeah, I definitely agree, but let's see what this can do. Oh, danger!
Uh-oh. A little problems.
Oh no.
Electric's having some issues.
This has ramifications for further on down the line here.
Let's see how this goes. As Barnett is going to get sacked.
Oh, they're shook up a little bit. Seeing their leader.
Seeing the running back going down has definitely played some big factors. What can they do here? 3rd and 25. Barnett
Coming after him again.
Man, and there's gonna be oh my! He caught that.
We caught that. Bruce Sternum. So
and he will not return for this game.
Not gonna return for this game, but I gotta think he'll be okay for next week.
All right, let's see how this goes here. As
oh,
he's been doing some sort of magic with that. Alrighty, so for anybody that's just now tuning in, Jake, KU, and of course Tiger up in the booth. Let's see what's going on. Manning finds a man, and it's going to be caught. And we are late in the quarter with 30 seconds left. Texas still has the ball, moving up the chains. Hurry up offense definitely playing a factor. Manning hands off to Gibson. Gibson past the midfield. Gets stopped at the 42.
Like to get off one more play before the end of the quarter here. Let's see.
Oh. Yeah, so that will do it here. One more quarter remaining. This is going to be a very big, very crucial drive for the Longhorns here.
Back from the shotgun, looking for an open man.
Got him.
Oh, there we go.
Right over Electric's head. They got some speed demons on this Texas team. You know, you got to give them more space than that.
What was your thoughts on that drive?
I think it's only an 11-point game now. Kansas State without Dylan Edwards is potentially cooked for the playoffs and the rest of this game.
I mean, if we get a quick stop here, I mean, you gotta think might be a little bit of nerves that come out.
Wilson 10, he's got a man deep, that is. Oh my gosh.
Electric tries to do the offensive push-off cheese and doesn't get quite back to it.
That's a force loss, I heard.
Yeah,
He's
I mean,
cheating.
It's just that's what he does when he throws it deep. He does that little push-off move.
And we see Coleman right there getting them something gain of 6.
Chris, that's another nice pickup through the air. I thought they might be really just out to run the football here.
There's one thing they do need to fix for the next game is that offensive pass interference. You know, we saw it on the pick Kansas State out on the other side. where the offensive guy sort of. Oh, and we got
And
a deep shot here. He's going to get to it. No!
Oh my God! He's going for it. He's
Wow.
gonna go for that play.
This is just you gotta wonder time.
Barnett, and it looks
He
like
wanted
he's
it
gonna
back
be able
and
to
get it. Yo! He still gets it.
Oh.
Stop talking about Dylan Edwards being hurt.
As the Kansas State head coach is locked in, and here goes Jackson
with the touchdown.
Wow.
Electric is definitely silencing the haters.
Yeah, all the side suckers out there. You just gotta watch out.
I think he's talking to you, Tiger.
I mean, the thing is though, like, Jackson is a really good running back in his own right. You know, maybe not the receiver of Dylan Edwards, but you know, he can still absolutely get the job done.
Yeah. Well, Dylan Edwards is kind of trash, anyways. So.
And you're not in the playoffs.
Coleman Merchant. Stay on your side, little bro.
Okay. Let's chill out here as we see Manning. Oh, good pass.
That's never a bad thing.
Gotta wonder what Arch Manning is gonna think after this one. You know, 4 interceptions in a playoff game. Whether he decides to go to the NFL draft or come back to spend, there's a fit.
The counter with the
Said before, said I don't really have time.
Yep.
You know, maybe for Texas' sake, this keeps him back in burn orange for another year. You know.
Yeah, if I'm Electric here, definitely want to chew the clock here. 38 to 20 here in the fourth quarter. This has been all Kansas State from start to finish. And what could possibly be, or may not be, Arch Manning's final game for Texas. With Barnett, then hand off to Jackson. Jackson gets a 2-yard run. Maybe, yeah, 2-yard run. That's too much.
Yeah, and I think honestly, you know, you said Kansas State's had control start to finish, but you know there was a stretch here. I think you know a lot of that third quarter. You know, Texas did a lot of really good things. They just didn't get much out of it.
And looks like we're going to see that
let
same
it fly
play
again.
No penalty.
Yeah, that was well defended there.
If they could have done that to the last drive, then. But now we see the punt formation. Here comes Durham. Durham
Dangerous.
on the left side. And tries to go for a spin move. About broke his leg right there. But great job for him. I mean, the Longhorns desperately need to do something. Manning makes a couple of adjustments right here. Manning. Back to pass. Manning's gonna get sacked. He fumbled it, and the offensive lineman recovered it.
The offensive line picks it up with one hand.
One hand, and that is gonna be a 17. Yeah, I think it's no, 27-yard loss. I believe. Yeah. And then looks trying to find a man, and it is Gibson. Gibson makes a man miss. Gibson runs over to the right side. It's a really good game right there on the play. Still short of the first down mark, but yet it's a very crucial third down here. Manning's gonna get. Oh my gosh!
He just got off that block instantly. I mean, he just had no shot there.
Jordan Allen with the sack, his third sack of the game. As clock is winding down to the 2-minute warning here. Is Bradley going to take us to the 2-minute? No, Manning going to snap back to pass, getting pressured, and that is going to be a illegal touching against Texas.
Yeah, you know, I think probably a lot of the story of the game has been, you know, the Kansas State defensive line has done a better job than the Texas defensive line in terms of getting pressure without blitzing. You know, Texas has brought a lot of pressure. Kansas State not so much, and you know they've still been able to get there with a 4-man rush.
Definitely been a very great game, especially if you're a Kansas State fan, Tiger. As we see a lot of great games in store for you guys as far as the playoffs. KU, I don't know if you've got a chance to check out the bracket yet, but yet we're in quite a treat for this playoffs.
Yeah, I mean, I think I would say there's probably 3 to 4 teams that I think have a really, really good shot to win it all this year, and you know, we're gonna get a lot of really interesting matchups. You know, first and foremost with next week, we're gonna see a rematch of. I mean, Kansas State and USF are gonna play for the 3rd time in 4 weeks, so it's that game. That last game was thrilling. The first game was really good as well, so I'm excited to see that matchup next week.
Yeah, and that's going to be a very crucial game because, I mean, we see an electric in these big game moments. And we'll see how that goes against BBJ as Manning throws a dime. He throws it straight to nobody.
The receiver just couldn't track it.
I was like, wait a minute.
We're getting some tape on Arch's arm here.
Gonna see how far he can throw it, if he can throw it further than Josh Allen.
And this time, Texas needs to realize that you can't shoot bullets with your gun on safety. 2 for your mistake for Texas.
That's a new one.
Is that the new get sticky young man?
I'm surprised, you know, they called that one a safety. I didn't think that was much different than the first one of the game.
The first one at the start of the game, that was not even called, but yet the animation said safety. So, and that is going to do it here in Kansas State. They're in victory formation. Time to celebrate and get ready for Dirty Boy Jackson as Kansas State is going to win against Texas 40. And now
Mayhem says Electric is running up the score because they got the safety.
And
crazy.
Let's go ahead and talk to the winning head coach of the Wildcats, Electric Days. I know he's going to have a lot to say, so let's bring in Electric. Electric.
What's up?
Congratulations on the big win. This is a very big game for you, and you came out on top. How do you feel about that game? And talk about how you show the haters, especially one of them in the broadcast booth, that you didn't need Dylan Edwards to win this game.
I need a shoulder there. They can yap on the sideline all they want to. He's going to be back here next week. Great job from the team. Played against a very good user and really good team overall. I also told y'all that much needed player came back that helped out on the defensive side. My D tackle came back, so he was the main piece we was waiting on. So came back in the playoffs in a much needed time. Great job to the defense, the lockup. Great job on the offense to score, and throw bombs down the field. And yeah, Blake Barnett, coldest white boy out there in the league. He's going to be here for about 2 more years, and Charlotte sucks. Thank you very much.
Well,
Shots fired.
another question I'm gonna ask for you as well is that, I mean, I think KU brought up a really good point. You've been playing against Dirty Boy Jackson a lot this season, and here you are, the next round. You're gonna face him again. I mean, what's gonna be the biggest strategy against a guy like Dirty Boy Jackson? For you, I mean, you might as well call him your kryptonite because he has your
Mm.
number. He knows what you can do. So what's gonna be the game plan against Dirty Boy Jackson here?
Um, I mean, he's not really a kryptonite. He's just a really good user. Me and him went 1-1, so that's not really kryptonite unless he beat me twice, which has never happened. So, good, yeah. So anyway, USF, he's been able to run down. He's been able to run the ball down there. So, we played a better team that ran the ball, a lot, and we shut it down, shut down the running game. We forced them to pass the ball, which is I want the other person to do. We did that. Um, so the USF user, just I don't know. Is this time I'm gonna try hard. This game means a lot, to me, and we gotta make it to the championship. If we don't, uh, it's another year of rebuilding, another year of 13-0, 12-0, and going back into the playoffs. And I'm tired of dealing with that. The team overall, we gonna be doing good. We going into this game with very high spirits and understand what we need to do. We got to battle against either Ole Miss, Clemson, or Oregon. If we do beat USF, that's if I get the ball in the second half. Let me get the ball at the start of the second half, and um, the game is pretty much over. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
I think we just
KU, you have
take
anything
this
you want to
one
say?
game at a time here. No, I think Electric pretty much summed up his entire season in that monologue, so I think we're good.
Alrighty, and of course, let's go ahead and have one of the biggest trolls since Jackson Altman ask me
What?
or give me a comment. Mr. Tiger NASCAR.
Me?
Tiger, take it away. That's
Oh,
you.
well, I just wanted to say first off that the Charlotte fans are definitely better than Mickey Mouse Kansas State fans. We'll just get that out of the way.
Wow.
We
But
went
my
13-1.
question to you, I'm not talking about the football team. I'm talking about my fans are better. But let's move that for another time. I just wanted to ask you, Electric Days, what is your go-to pregame snack?
The big chaos over here. We don't worried about snacks or anything. We worried about one game at a time, like what KU said. You're on the wrong stuff. You worry about making the playoffs first, then talk to me when you are here in the biggest moment of your life. Thank you very much.
Very
What's your
well.
favorite Gatorade on the
Okay,
sideline?
okay. Enough comments from Tiger. Let's go ahead and talk to Riley. Riley, do you have a moment with us?
Yeah, I got you.
All right, Riley, we seen you going into this game. Do it. It was very struggling from start to finish. What was something you could have done against a team like Kansas State?
I mean, getting the run game involved early on would have been better, but I mean, I just wasn't able to do anything with it, so I just kind of had to go straight passing game, and then when that happens, you kind of just force some stuff, which is what happened. But I was happy with how my defense played in the second half, with them just getting torn apart in the first half. So I think that was a little bit better, but still a lot we need to improve on.
Yeah, I mentioned that on the broadcast as well. Early on it just seemed like nothing was really working for you, and then yeah, that second half you were able to get a lot of pressure on him, and you had a few you know missed opportunities. That one at the end of the first half, I think. Are there any situations that came up throughout the game that you would have liked to done something differently?
I mean, the first one was at the end of the half. I mean, I kind of just bad time management might have been a little bit Mike McCarthy there. Just gotta kick the field goal or just manage the time better to where I have it to where I can just throw it out. And then a couple picks other than that, just bad throws that were just forced.
Yeah. Um, what does Texas do from here? What are we looking forward to in the off season? What do you think the positions are that we want to target the most in the transfer portal and recruiting?
I mean, I'm pretty happy with the team. We got a couple key recruits to come in to fill in after Arch is gone. We don't really know if it's going to be this year or next year, but I'd say that's the biggest thing that we were kind of looking at because we don't know if Arch is going to be here, and that's going to be a big downgrade if he does leave.
Yep, it's fair. Tiger,
Tiger.
any comments?
Um, what were your thoughts on this new looking SEC conference with a couple snakes joining the conference now?
Just coaches that just can't succeed not in the SEC. I mean, I don't know what they're thinking trying to come here. So we'll see how that goes. I don't think it's going to go well for them.
Very well said. But hey, let's go ahead and get to our final thoughts on this game. I mean, KU, we called it from start to finish. Kansas State definitely proved that they're meant to be in the playoffs and they're ready for USF. What's something
Yeah.
that you think? What's something that you feel like that Kansas State needs to work on going to this next round in the playoffs?
I thought, obviously I think it's stopping the run first and foremost, getting South Florida into, third and long, third and 8+ situations more frequently. You know, they did a really good job against Texas on shutting down, a lot of the inside runs, but USF is really good at some of those stretch plays. So um, I think that's obviously, and he knows that too. That's where he's going to try to focus. And yeah, I'm excited to see that. It looks like it's going to be the Peach Bowl, so might be down in Atlanta. Check that game out as well.
Very well said, Tiger. Do you have any final thoughts on this game as we move forward? Looks like we're getting ready to start things up with Clemson and Oregon coming up next.
I just think that you wonder if the Dylan Edwards injury is serious. And that is all.
I think he is good for the next game, but we definitely do appreciate your thoughts and your words there on that one there, Tiger. But hey, we definitely do appreciate you, the viewers, for watching this. We have a lot more in store for you guys, and also we have some NASCAR action for you guys here tonight as well. So if you like what you see, make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. And for all of us here in the HPO group, for Tiger, for JU, I am Jake saying so long, and we'll see you guys next time.